how are you? I hope you're doing well. So as promised, I will be discussing my experience of my grade 12 year and expanding on my story of my life with MS. So join me as I share my story. So a quick little recap for those who missed my last video. I was actually diagnosed with optic neuritis in the summer before my grade 12 year, and that was in August, and the ophthalmologist that I saw actually sent me in for an MRI, but that didn't happen until November. So there was like a 3-month window of I have no idea what's going on. And that was like pretty stressful for me. So after my diagnosis of optic neuritis in August, I started my grade 12 year in September. And one of the things my school did was go on a grad rafting trip. Now, I was registered to go on this trip, but with everything going on, I just felt so off, and I actually canceled the night before and gave my trip to someone else who was not going on this trip. That was extremely hard for me to do because I really wanted to go and experience this trip with all my fellow graduates, but I'm grateful because I know I blessed this other person with an amazing experience. So then when September was over, October started, and the only thing that occurred in that month was I did get my license, and I also drove to an Oktoberfest that we had at the end of the month. It was like a Halloween party for the grade 12 class, and that was probably one of my first and last opportunities that I drove without my parents, and that was very exciting for me to gain that independence, but sad at the same time that I had to let that go. At this point in my life, I started having mobility issues and spastic moments. So the dancing at this event was extremely hard for me, but I still was able to take part in some of the activities, and overall I had a really great time, and it's a memory that I will remember for a long time. So then November came, and this was the month that I had my MRI. And my MRI came back, and my ophthalmologist actually called me and said, "I think you have MS." And he sent me into a neurologist, and the neurologist agreed with that statement that he thought I had MS, but he wanted to do a spinal tap to just double check and make sure. And I was like, are you kidding me? I'm like 17 years old. There's no way I'm doing a freaking spinal tap. But I was like, okay, fine. If this is the only thing that's gonna confirm my diagnosis or not, I guess I'll just do it. Hey guys, I just wanted to add a definition of what a spinal tap is in case you don't know. So a spinal tap is where a doctor inserts a needle into your spine and drips out the spinal fluid. They say that if you move, it can cause paralysis, so it's a little freaky to get done. If you're getting one done and you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask them down below, and I will do my best to answer them. So the spinal tap information then came back, and it was confirmed that the cells in my spinal fluid were consistent with the ones that appeared in MS patients. So then my diagnosis was confirmed. Then December happened, and all hell started breaking loose with my friend group. This happened from December till May, honestly. Being diagnosed with a disease, you really find out like who is there for you solely and who is there to benefit themselves, if that makes any sense. a lot of people when they're young adults are kind of selfish, I would say. And going through this during high school was definitely a very hard time for me. There was a lot of friend issues, but also a lot of friend benefits. I made a lot of new friends, and I'm so thankful for the relationships and friendships I made my grade 12 year, because they've still lasted until today, and they're some of the best friends that I could have asked for. I also just wanted to send out a huge thank you to my mom and dad, and to my family, and to the friends of my parents, and to my teachers, and to my medical team, my doctors. I really couldn't have gone through this horrible, rough time without you guys. Thank you so much. And also to all the outcasts of PCS. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys stood by my side and just were great friends to me. So then it was June and I was finally graduated. I struggled to walk across that stage, but I did with the help of 2 friends, and I'm very thankful that they were a part of that moment, because it was a very special moment that I got my diploma. I was like, yes, finally, I got this, and I'm done. So yeah, after my graduation, I continued on with my summer, and then I was accepted into a college and a university, and I decided to go to the college in my town, and that was a great decision, and I will talk about that in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Like I said, comment and subscribe and like my video, and yeah, let me know if you have any tips or tricks or whatever to make my videos better, because I'm always striving to do that. Okay, thanks, bye.